Acts chapter 5, 27 to 33. We continue with that episode. The apostles and the high priest. When they brought them, they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, "Didn't we command you not to speak in his name? And what have you done? You have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and you have a mind to bring the blood of this man upon us. We commanded you not to preach, and you're doing the opposite." Then Peter spoke up, "We ought to obey God rather than men." We ought to obey God. We need to follow the voice of God. Now, this is very, complex. Because today sometimes you hear people say, "I'm following the voice of God." And you wonder really, is it the voice of God or their own voice, or is it a mixture of their voice and the voice of God? Right? We have to discern accurately. Is it really God speaking to me? The little boy Samuel grew up in the sanctuary of the Lord, and it was uncommon for the Lord to speak at that time. And he heard a voice and he said, "I wonder, is it the Lord? Is it? And when he was clear, it was the voice of the Lord, he gave that response, "Speak, Lord, your servant is listening." So, when we talk about obeying the voice of God, I don't want to discredit or cast aspersion on anyone who feels that they are following the voice of God. Sure, continue along that line. But as you continue along that line, I also encourage you to engage in that discerning process. Is it really God saying this? Is it God? Is it God? Is it God? So you're clarifying as you continue to preach. And as you continue to preach, you clarify. And that is what it is all about. And once you are clear, you respond to God, you look for the signs, and you are correct. And then you continue to say, "I am going to obey the voice of God and way of life." Amen.